stopping by the channel, man. I cannot thank you guys enough. I am so excited to be bringing you guys this video today. For those of you guys that are new or returning to the channel, my name is JG. I am a part of the Quick Podcast, which we are a wrestling podcast, and we are also Quick Pod Gaming. So today, we're not here to talk about wrestling. We're actually here to talk some Madden 19, and boy, am I excited for this. Now, a little background. I've been playing Madden since 1992. 2016 was probably the first year I started to dabble a little bit online, 2016, 2017. And then in 2018, I decided I was going to go ham online, see what this MUT thing was all about. So with that being said, I got very excited. And I went ham last year. We pulled 2,671 packs. In 17, I only pulled 73, so almost 2,600 more. I would typically finish my weekend league about 14 and 11, 13 and 12. Definitely have a much better understanding this year going into Madden 19. And very excited. With that being said, this gives me the opportunity to make this video and many more to come in the future for you guys. But today, I wanted to start thinking back to what it was like when I first started MUT. What was 5 things I wish I would have known as a new player to MUT that maybe held me back from reaching my full potential or just making my full amount of profit from cards and everything like that. So with that being said, I want to roll into, and these are in no particular order. The first thing I wish I had known going into MUT last year was that there are many different sets that drop throughout the year. For example, there's a Halloween theme set, a Thanksgiving. Pretty much there's a holiday theme set, or theme set for every holiday. I didn't know this going into last year. So when we hit the first promo I remember, which was the Most Fearless, and that was for the Halloween set. I was buying packs, and then I didn't understand you needed to buy packs to get smaller cards or hopefully pull a little bit bigger card. Take a certain amount of small cards, put them into a bigger set to get a better player, and then there's also another set of better players you have to fill up in order to get the best person of whoever, or the best card from whatever that promo is. So for me, that's definitely something I wish I had gone in understanding. Without understanding that, man, just looking back at it, I feel I wasted so many cards, and I could have did so much more. So that's something you definitely want to keep an eye out. Now, this isn't going to occur day one. This will be later, as I said. It's usually around holidays, things of that nature. But keep your mind focused on that. And don't be afraid to be stingy with your money. For me, I realized playing last year that I absolutely loved the Legend and Ultimate Legend sets. At the beginning of the year, I felt like I was just wasting money just to get cards. And a lot of the times I wouldn't pull anything even interesting to what I was wanting. But then throughout the year, I gradually began to understand more, understood that Legends, a lot of releases come out on Friday or Saturday. For the Legends, it's typically Saturday. So what I learned I needed to do is, just because I had some gems or some coins, man, not rush to buy packs. Sit on that, let the new promo drop, and then that's when you go ahead and put your money out there. After I started doing this, I started to enjoy it a lot more. I mean, there's definitely nothing like pulling that limited time card and feeling that instant reaction of satisfaction of like, hey, damn, I did this. And you really didn't do it. I mean, it's definitely pack luck. Some weekends I would have phenomenal luck, pulling like crazy. It felt like every other pack I pulled, there was fire. But There were a lot of weekends when I pull and I just wouldn't pull anything. So I mean, it's definitely also feel out if you're feeling lucky that day because it is a luck thing. Let's be honest. It's like the lotto, in a sense. In a sense. Another thing I wish I'd have known going in is grind as much as possible, and especially early. When I got the game last year, I was invested in just buying cards and getting to head to head. What I didn't take time to realize is I needed to chill out and do more solo battles. Take advantage of the free things they were trying to give to me. A lot of these, as the Mana community calls it, a lot of these grinders in these solo battles, or sorry, these solo challenges, they will give you a NAT player. What a NAT player is, if you're new, is a non-auctionable, non-tradable player. This could pay off in the long run because it could actually replace a player at a position so you could sell that card to improve the team somewhere else. Once I understood this and I started actually grinding more, I started making more coin. There was a lot more benefit to what I was doing. It didn't feel like I was just sitting around wasting time or always trying to jump into a head to head. Not only with that, due to me not understanding I needed to grind as much as possible, I never capitalized on getting my Sean Taylor MUT Master. So this year, one of the biggest focuses for me, especially coming out, is going to be the solo grind. The thing I like about this year's Madden is you level up in MUT. And while you level up, this year new things will be unlocked. Like you just can't come out and start auctioning players or playing head to head. You have to actually level up to hit those levels to unlock those. I like that idea because for a player like me who sometimes gets bored or forgets what the grind is really about, because I am a pack buyer, I love to buy packs, and I understand not all of us can do that. But what I'm gonna do more this year is since we have to actually get further to unlock those things, that's going to make me understand it's about the grind off the bat. Now, I do like they have new ways you can get the MUT Master this year, so it's not as it was previously, because I didn't do things like MUT Squad, salary cap. I didn't do those type of things. I was just really focused on MUT Draft and Weekend League. But this year we're going for it all. But not only with that, like I was saying, grind as much as possible. Get those free things because I promise you, in the long run, those will benefit and pay off. Another thing I wish I would have known is sell cards before the value decreases. Now I understood the value decreased on these cards, but sometimes I didn't realize how fast. For example, you would pull a card one weekend, it'd be worth 400,000. The next weekend you're looking at 100 to 120,000. I mean, you see how that depletes so quick. For me, I understood from watching other YouTubers that I really enjoy. Some are KKES, Jamel Flow, Toke, your boy Savage. I mean, those are my top four right there to watch. But watching them, I understood, man, even if you pulled a huge card early, go ahead and get rid of that because the value is going to decrease. You can always buy it back at a later time. That coin is going to benefit you in the long run. Even though you're getting it now, it's going to benefit you more in the long run than if you were to wait, finish out the weekend, maybe the week, and then get it sold later. I mean, this can really make or break a team because if you sell that card and get enough coin back initially, you could fix a lot of other positions you might have wanted to fix or you might just be weak at. So once again, just remember, sell the cards before the value decreases. But with that being said, if you pull something super early in Madden, and shout out to another YouTuber that I've been watching lately, I think he's been doing great work on Madden 19, and that's Xerxes. He was mentioning that within the first 2 to 3 weeks, you don't want to sell those amazing cards you pull. And that's another topic I want to hit on real quick while we're around this. Is within the first 2 to 3 weeks, don't sell those cards instantly right off the bat. Because the longer you stay onto those, initially, the more they're going to be worth in a few weeks. Now, after the market really gets moving, and we see it progressing like normal in the auction house, then that's when you need to pull those cards, and when you get them, you need to get rid of them before they decrease in value. Another thing I wish I'd have understood a little better going in is understand your gameplay. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are like out there like me. Now, I like to run a power run defense style. I think my defense is unstoppable. Yes, there are games that I give 20 point plus, but for the most part, I mean, we usually keep them to 14 or under. But with that being said, there are games when I come out and I want to go explosive, when I know I should probably just take my time and stay with my typical game plan. Those are the games where I tend to lose, if not just lose, get blown out. And that's due to the fact that I'm not playing within I'm not understanding how I'm playing. Sometimes in Madden, you just have to be patient. You might come out and the opponent might go up by 21, 14, early out the gate. I know this would frustrate most of us, but that's when you need to sit back and just remember, man, run what you understand. Don't go outside of your means. Yes, sometimes it's okay to go outside of your means. But if you want to get the dub, stay within your means, because it's very well that they could have just came out hot. Your defense could readjust to them, and your offense just continually works away until you get back in the game or regain that lead. So always play within your means. And another thing I wanted to bring up before we end this video, and once again, I can't thank you guys enough out there for taking your time to go ahead and check this video out. I'm going to be dropping a video every day this week, but not only dropping a video every day this week, as of midnight on technically August 6th going into August 7th, the game will be launched and I will be on Twitch streaming. And if you'll be looking for me, that'll be under KLIQPOD JG. But I will be streaming for at least 15 hours. Originally, I wanted to go 24 hours. Then I realized that that would actually run into SmackDown. And for those that are new to this channel is actually originated on our wrestling podcast where we do reviews, talk about different wrestling topics. That's not what we're here for. I'm just explaining. So I have my prior engagements, but I will be restreaming after I finish that recording that night. So I mean, all said, I'll probably stream for around 24 hours within a 28 to 29 hour time span. But another thing I wanted to bring up that I think is something good going into next year is understanding how chemistry works. When I first started last year and chemistry started dropping, I had a base in an understanding for how they worked, but I guess I didn't really understand what the icons represented themselves. I might have looked at it a little different way instead of fully just taking the moment and understanding what it meant. After I understood this, I understood that if you had matching chemistries on your team, it could gradually improve every player on your team's rating and their skills on that card. After I understood this, I took the most advantage of it. But I wish, going into last year, I wish I would have understood this from the get, and before I ever hopped online, understood what kind of chemistry I was looking for throughout the year. Knowing that this year, I know exactly what I'm messing with and what I'm looking forward going into this year. So, I mean, that's definitely something you should also know. But with that being said, man, I can't thank you guys enough once again for, coming and hanging out with me today. Do expect another video tomorrow. My video tomorrow will be my ideal team for day one on Madden 19. And there will be a video every day this week leading up to next week. Then we will live stream, and then we will have regular daily content from then on out. But with that being said, guys, thank you for joining me. As always, if you're new to the channel, give us a subscribe, like. But please do kick ass, take names, and peace.